What's up, Trioneness tribe? Welcome to Tahltan territory. Yeah, today I want to talk to you about the gifting economy, and there's a book called Sacred Economics by Charles Eisentein. I highly recommend you read it, but basically, the monetary system that we have today is broken. It just feeds the greedy, and it's very predatory. We prey on lesser privileged, economically privileged countries to support our lavish lifestyle. So it's unsustainable because we as a species are either gonna, we're either the smartest species or the dumbest species, because we can, drive this earth to the ground. Just think about, the earth as just a place to take all the resources for profit and forget about the 7 generations that are ahead of us. Or we can realize that what we're doing right now is unsustainable and that we're gonna destroy this planet. The planet will be okay, without us, but if we continue this way, we're just gonna, run out of resources. We're gonna drive ourselves into extinction. So there's a better way, right? We gotta return to the old ways, like the indigenous. They knew the old ways, how to only take what you need, use everything, don't waste anything. Use all parts of the animals if you hunt. They believe everything has a spirit, right? Like the animals, the plants, even rocks have spirits, and you have to treat them with respect, and they're like your fellow beings, right? This is the right way to live, because the other way is unsustainable. It's just gonna turn out to be Mad Max. So Charles Eisentein talks about the gifting economy, and I practice that myself, right? So in most indigenous cultures, it's the sign of a person's wealth is not how much they have, but how much they can give away, right? So when I came here to do a solar job, I initiated it. I came bearing gifts. I brought them chocolate bone broth, and I cook a magnificent meal for them every day. And they reciprocated by providing me with moose meat. I got this awesome hoodie. He just gave it to me. He was like, "Here, I think this fits you." And I'm representing the Tahltan Nation with this. And gave me a toque. And we try to out gift each other. I took some cash off, for the electrical work, and and then he threw out the clock. He's like, "Oh, you're not on the clock. Don't worry about the clock," right? So that's the way that we should live. Is like, I helped you build your house, you helped me build mine. This year I'm gonna grow this crop. Why don't you grow that crop? And the other neighbor grows another crop, and we all share, right? And this is the way through our epidemic of climate change, pollution, poverty, wars, because it's just the rich preying on the poor. Countries printing money out of thin air because they can, because they're the world, they have the world's biggest military, and if countries don't go along, they're just gonna forcefully take it, and they'll just give them a IOU. right? So that's not sustainable. They're just kicking the can down the road, and then these dirty politricksters, I call them. They're, you know, they just say whatever to get into office, and whatever Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative. It's all different wings of the same bird. They're all doing the same shit, right? They're just getting into office and pulling all the strings so all their cronies can make money, and then you know, screw the kids. Or it's a form of slavery, right? This modern day society, it's a debt like slave economy, right? You're in debt like ever the day you were born. Your birth certificate, right, you sign is like a debt certificate. You owe as soon as you're born. The money you make is not yours, right? You're a slave. You have car payments, you have mortgage payments, you have you know, payments after payments after payments, and then like then it's work. You only work to survive. You don't, you know, there's no play anymore. You don't enjoy your life. And then this so-called, oh, work until you're 65 so you can retire and then you can enjoy your life. Well, how are you going to enjoy your life? You have poor health because you neglected your health. You neglected your relationships, your family, you know, to bring home a buck. Is I mean, like, is that the point of life? Like, to be a slave, right? It starts with the modern day school system, right? It was like they want you smart enough to control the machines, but dumb enough not to question why, right? So the global elite, that's their whole game plan, is like, you know, just make you a slave from day one. But there is a better way. I highly recommend the book Sacred Economics, Charles Eisentein. You know, return back to the old ways, the indigenous ways, trade, barter, you know, help your, you know, live in community. And if you have too much, right? You know, what's a good way to, when, like, how they have their banking system is like, if I shoot a big moose, right? What's the best way to store that value? In your brother's belly, right? Because you know, like, when like, because it's just gonna end up rotting, right? If you try to hoard it all yourself, you can't eat it all. But if you store it in your brother's belly and in your village's belly, when they shoot a moose, they're gonna store it in your belly, and then everybody prospers, right? For example, yeah, you build their house, they help you build yours. And nowadays we don't have any of, we lost all the skills that, you know, that we used to have, like to survive, how to build our own house, how to hunt, how to grow our own food. That went away with, you know, this modern day monetary system, because they want you not to know how to do anything. They want you just to know how to make money, but you have no skills. So, I mean, if the world goes to hell in a handbag, you know, they want you dependent on them. And COVID was a prime example, right? They try to control the masses through fear and propaganda, right? And they're like, oh, if you follow us, you'll be safe, you know, we'll take care of you. No, man, they didn't take care of you, right? There has been more millionaires and billionaires that have been created over COVID than in any era, and the pharmaceuticals, like, profits skyrocketed when COVID hit. Now, if that's not an eye-opener that the current system is broken, then I don't know what is. Like, you have to wake up, man. How we live in today is it's not sustainable. You got to learn the old skills. We got to go back to community. We got to learn the old ways. We got to treat nature with respect. And that's how we're going to save our dying planet. Because if we continue this way, there won't be any, planet left. We have enough to feed everyone, but we don't have enough to feed everyone's greed, right? We got to learn to share, right? True meaning of success is when you make it in this world, you build a longer table, not a higher fence, right? So that's what I want to talk to you about today. And I hope, that you'll start on the path to like self-independence, like learning the old ways, learning how to do everything yourself, and learning to grow in community, and learning the indigenous ways, because indigenous from all over the world, not just North America, South America, all the indigenous, they know how it is to tread lightly on the earth, and how it is to really like thrive in the world, and we should follow their example and live a true and compassionate and sustainable life by flourishing in honing our talents, doing something that we actually really believe in, and learning to share, and learning to live in harmony with nature. And that's the true meaning of wealth, right? Is your health, your family, your friends, and giving, right? The gift economy. So thank you for listening to me ramble on, and I just want to get that off my chest. Wishing you mind, body, spirit strong all day long. This is your boy Sarisa One. Peace.